Okay, everybody's shuffled. I didn't bother looking at everybody's cards. We'll just look at it when it's their turn. That's the problem with 5 players. You're not going to be able to... Even if I looked at everybody's hand, I wouldn't remember it. So I gave everybody an extra 2 cards. So everybody drew 7 cards for the round. Now, if we were next to... Cisco could have gotten another card if he was next to this, but he's not. So everybody's at 7. So now we're just shuffling, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go in the player order that's already there, and we're just going to draw. So so yellow, for example, is going to be 5, and maybe it'd be more interesting if you can see that while I'm drawing. And then con is going to be 4, and then 2. So I'm just going to put him up here. 1. Those are the 2 that are left. This one's next. 6, and this last one should be 3, and it is. So that's the new order. Kirk goes first, so let's go ahead and go with Kirk here. Okay, so where is Kirk? Kirk is here. He has several priorities. He can go to the Class M planet, recruit, which he really does want to do. And then we also have a big 10 damage guy that we can try to go after as well. Either one of those are good, so let's just see what he has. Can use an additional die. So that's pretty good. Or take 2 dice, and he has the ability to set them to any color. So very interesting. Oh, we get to roll all the dice. Let's do that. And there you go. So that's what we got. All right. Diplomacy, good for recruiting. The move will get us to the Class M planet. So this is get a +2. Long range attack, and then repair or ready a crew member. So the issue is that the long range attacks are great, except this guy has like physical resistance to phasers, or phaser resistance, if you will. So those long range attacks of 3, I mean, you would need 20 damage to take this guy down. So not very easy to do. The repair is good though, for in case we attack him. So what I want to do is I just want to move in and then recruit. So a move of 4 would let me move through the nebula, so I could still be next to the guy that I may want to kill. Or well, actually, I need a move of 4 either way. The diplomacy of 5, of course, causes me to lose a rep, so I'm not super excited about that. I can get some dice so I can make sure I get a 4 down here if I need to. This would let me take a token or get a +2. And then, of course, if I can hold on to this and maybe do a battle later, I can use my crew member twice, right? I can use him and then ready him, and then use them again. So there's some power in that one. Okay, so let's get the move 4 done. I'm gonna play that card, and there is a yellow die available, so I will use it. And so that'll get me the move 4. Now, I could go 2-4, but there's no benefit to being on the edge of the map. I'm just gonna go 3 to here, so I'm next to the Class M planet, and I could take this guy on if I need to. Remember, this is the really tough one. So just to refresh your memory, what can I do at a Class M planet? Most of it's healing, but the big one is recruiting. So we can repair and heal, both of them, for 1 point for every 2 diplomacy. We can recruit, which is what we want to do. We could try to decimate it, which would not be good for us, but we could get one of those free power cards, so the undiscovered card. Or the big thing is we can spend 6 influence to get this that honor, you know, the one that lets you take a wound for more damage. But we want to recruit because we want to take it, and if he gets his pet cards, we want to get as many guys out of there as we can so he doesn't get any pets. So that's what we're going to try to do. So it becomes a question of, I could do this, and if I did this, it would be a blue instead of that yellow, right? So actually, that's what I would do. So I would play the blue on this, and then it says take 2 data dice from the core and set them to any colors. So I would take the black and the purple, and I'm setting 1 to yellow, and then the other one would be to red. Now, why am I setting it to red? So I can get, well, no, actually I would set it to blue, and here's why. Because I'm going to put it on the research card here so I can get something +2, and that something +2 is going to be the diplomacy +2, but I think I still lose the reputation, even though it says you get to play it for free. I think the for free part is just that I don't need the mana. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up like so. And so that gets me 7 diplomacy without spending these 3 cards. So that's what I wanted to do. And let me zoom out a little there. Okay, what does 7 diplomacy do for me? And remember, we're at a Class M planet, and so we got to figure this out. It would let me get Chekhov, which would be a nice... it would also let me get Sulu. So remember, I said that I would be thematic, so let's be thematic here. Chekhov is 7, and so is Sulu, so they're both the same. This one's big on move, and I can double my captain's defense value during a battle. Or I can spend 1 red data to ready Sulu. This one gives me a move, and I can ready him for a red data, but he gives me attack and shields, and I think... I mean, I don't want to poo-poo the move, because move is actually quite powerful. 5 is a lot of movement points. I have room for both. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Chekhov first. And then we'll see if we can get Sulu later. But see, both of them are Class M. So we're going to do that. And let's get Chekhov. So Chekhov is now in Kirk's crew. These 2 do not get re-rolled. This one does. So I rolled a purple. And then these are all discarded. 4 cards. And he has 3, and then he's going to draw 2 more. Unfortunately, well, there's a diplomacy one. That's good. So he can get a diplomacy 4 and then turn 3 cards sideways if he really wanted to. Or he could try to attack. I don't know what he's going to want to do next turn, but we'll figure that out next turn. So his turn is over, and next we have is Picard. Now Picard is in the pathway of Khan. Picard has lots of choices. We can hit these planets. We can hit this to see if we can recruit at a Romulan station. And then, of course, this guy is just annoying and good fun. So the Romulan station can get us Nivek, and that's it. This is really funny because the Romulan station was the hot item last time. This one requires a Dominion station, or the outposts are actually on. Almost every one of these guys has an outpost, except for Riker. He's the only one that can't be recruited at an outpost. Obviously, Riker or Wesley would be great. Where is an outpost? Well, an outpost is way back where we were. And none of these are outposts. So our situation where we want to get some members is just constantly being challenged. So what do? Obviously, it would be nice to be able to do away missions, but we can't. The Romulan station would be great to take, but it doesn't let us recruit anybody. I think there is an outpost there, and you can see the Romulan sisters are there. So let's see what he has, and maybe we can just do an attack and then move over to where the Romulan sisters are later. And he does have a +1 reputation. So let's see. All right, so we got the Jack of all trades card, which is good. Long range 3 will help us. If I can get a +2, right there it is. I can get a +2 to my long range 3, or I can just do 2 of these at long range 3. So there's some nice options there. I got my huge diplomacy card, so I'm ready to recruit, and another diplomacy card. So those 2 I don't want to spend. I want to keep those. And I think, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just do a battle here. Although with the diplomacy cards, I could probably do an away mission and get away with it. Because the diplomacy 5 is spanking good. I could do an away mission. Those away missions might need crystals. These yellow planets are very special. So what you can see here is a Class H planet. We may have to pay 3 data of the color shown to get 7 experience. Or you're going to draw the enemies that are depicted on the token, and you have to fight all of them. Then you send an away team. If you overcome the last token, we gain the reward, which could be all kinds of stuff, usually pretty good. But it could be more than 1 token. It'd be really nice to be able to recruit. So I think what I want to do, and a Dominion starbase, by the way, is all the way over there. That's the only Dominion starbase in view. So Picard's like nowhere near. But I think I want to take advantage of these long attack 3. And I'm going to do the blue, which gives me a +2, so that'll be a long attack 5. Okay, there's a blue die over here, so I'm going to play that. And the reason I'm going to do that is I can kill this guy before he even gets to shoot. And we'll give 5 experience points. So that's what I'm going to do. Easy peasy mission. And I play my 2 cards. That's now a gold. And these 2 go into the discard pile, which is fine. I don't get to draw any new cards. So I only have 5 cards. I still got a move card for when I want to move. And I got some nice diplomacy cards for recruitment. So I get the 5 experience points. Let's take care of that. And Picard is in this big conglomerate here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a level up. So he's going to get a new skill. And you know what I forgot to do? Kirk get a new skill. I forgot to do that. And so I'm sure somebody's going to put something in the comments. And it's like a whole video later before I finally realize that I got a new skill. So let's do Kirk first. He should have had this like at the end of last round. All right, so this is your classic draw 2 cards. If you're losing, you get +1, I think, I don't even know what that is. Reputation, let's find out. +1 experience. Usually not a fan of those, but this one's going to be way better. What's this one? More power. Flip this to gain move 4. That's this, move 4 or attack 4. Well, I'm going to do that because that is very handy. Although it is just a once a round card, it's still handy. So that was Kirk. So that move 4 could have helped him. But that's okay. We're going to go ahead and keep playing. 1, 2, 3. So now we're doing Picard, and we got, this is the same thing, +2 to a normal attack or +1 to a long attack. Or, now what this is that this is like one of the guys that you recruited. If you use one of your crew members, you can give him +3 shield, +2 attack, or +1 long attack. And this is specific to your crew members. This one's usable all the time. This one's only usable with your crew members. So I'm going to take the all the time card. And although that's a good one. I'm going to go ahead and put that aside. This one's also a good one. That one was the one where you can ready a crew member or heal them. Okay, and then let's not forget that Picard gets to take one of these. So we got to move and repair. Target enemy gains attack -1, defense -1 for the rest of the turn. That's actually quite good. It can actually save your bacon. And draw 3 cards and then shuffle any 3 cards in your hand back into your ship deck. Each card that you play sideways this turn gives you +2 instead of +1. At the end of your turn, shuffle your sideways cards back into your ship deck. Ooh. Ooh, that can be quite handy. Especially, you turn your cards sideways and then you basically get to shuffle them back into your deck. The Picard maneuver is good too. I'm going to take the Picard maneuver because he's Picard. So we're going to be a little thematic there. That's going to go on top of his deck because he doesn't get to draw any. Although I'm sorry. It's a nice thematic thing, but this is a better card. So I'm taking that one. All right, and Engineering Breakthrough. Discard any number of action cards from your hand, draw a card, and then draw 1 additional card for each action card you discarded this way. That's neat, but you're going to blow through your deck like it's nothing. Okay, that's the end of Picard's turn. Next up are the Klingons. And with the shortage of toilet paper that we have right now, the Klingons are a very important faction. Okay. We got a repair or draw. And remember the Klingon situation is they're way in the back here. So we got to hightail it up. So we need move, move, move. That's what we're looking for here. There's a chance for a move 5 there. This is a +2. There's a move 4. This is a nice attack card. And this is a move that you would want to do with an attack. Okay, so he can do 6 move, 2, 4, 6, and get to an outpost, which would allow him to recruit. And then he would be poised to take a Dominion starbase too. So let's see if we can get 6 move out of this. We could try to draw a card, but I think I'm going to hold on to that. I think I want to do this. I do have a purple available, or I can do this that gives me a +2, so that would give me 7 move. And there is a blue available, so I'm going to do that. And I'm going to play this card for free. Again, I get to play it for free, but I don't know what that means. Like, does that mean I still have to discard a card? I'm going to assume yes, it does. And I'm going to discard this card because it's the least valuable of the ones I have. And I am going to go ahead and just roll that blue from the die pool. It's now a black. And we're going to just move 6 spaces. It's actually a 7. Sorry, a move of 7. But we only need 6. So 2, 4, 6. And then we could actually try to recruit. I don't think we have any diplomacy here, though. Yeah, we don't. So I only get to draw 1 more card. We might do an attack and then do a diplomacy after. So let's go ahead and draw our card. And sure enough, we drew a diplomacy card for him. So he's ready and poised for something. And now it's Khan's turn. So let's draw Khan's card. Roll a purple die. Forward right is what he's going to do. So we're going to draw and roll a purple die. Became a blue. And then he's moving forward right, which is there. Okay, so he's within 2 spaces of Picard. All right, what's next? Cisco is next. Okay, where is he? He's next to the Class M planet. And we have an attack card. We have a move. Another move. A crystal, and that's what we're looking for. Diplomacy. And then an amount +2. There is a blue die available. Amazingly enough, it was that purple we just rolled. So we're going to do that and be able to do a Diplomacy 5. Because he needs to recruit. Cisco does. He already has one person, but let's see if we can get another one. Here's the blue die, by the way. And there's the cards that we're playing. And let's not forget, his reputation now is -1, which blows, but that's at the end of the turn. So it doesn't apply to this. Okay, so Cisco can get Sulu or Riker, and that's it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to get Riker. So we have a Diplomacy of 5, and we need to turn 2 cards sideways. No, we have a Diplomacy of 7 right here. I don't need to turn any card sideways. So we're going to do just that, and we're going to get Riker. So he's going to be on Cisco's ship, which is fine. He's at least still with the Federation ship. So Riker and then Aldar Jarak are together. We rolled another black. That's not good, just because we don't use them as much. And that's the end of his turn. So he has a lot of move cards left. So when it's his next turn, he'll probably be exploring, or he's actually got a good crew to go and try to do an away mission. All right, and then last but not least are the sisters. And the sisters are sitting right on an outpost so they can recruit. So let's see what we can do. We got a Diplomacy card. Attack, attack, and move. So, not very good. There is a Romulan guy she can hire for 5. And she has room for 1 more still. So this would be Nybek. She can get him for 5, and there's a Diplomacy 4 during an away mission, which is really good. So she would need 5. So let's see what she can do. She has Improvise here. She can get a 5 for a purple. And there is no purple. Dang it. There's no purple. She's got all kinds of attack cards. I think we need to draw 2 cards. So I'm going to try it. Let's see what we can get. This is a little bit of a desperate thing to do. And I'm going to take a yellow die to draw 2 cards. All right, well, we got the +3. That gives a +3 and another move card. So she does have a blue crystal. She has one. It's a little hard to see there, but that crystal was on her bird of prey. So we can play their primary card of blue, and then that gives us +3 towards this. I do have to discard another card. So now I have a Diplomacy of 8, for Pete's sakes. I could hire anybody I want, but we were trying to, you know, stay thematic there, but to be quite honest, other than Sulu, that is the best one. So don't even really need to, I just need 5. So if I play that card, then I'm playing this, but then I still have to discard something. I have all these attack cards. I don't like doing it, but I'm going to discard the move card. And yeah, so we got ourselves a Nybek. So she has him in her her arsenal. She spent the blue. This is going to go into her discard, which she has quite a few of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in her hand, so she's done. Now, here's the crazy part. Picard needs to go where she's located so Picard can hire somebody, but she didn't move because she hired somebody. So I'm going to have to figure out what to do with Picard next turn. But we're back to the beginning, and it's now Kirk. And Kirk is over at the Class M. He wants to possibly get Sulu. In addition, did I roll this? I'm going to roll it anyways. It's a purple. Okay. So Kirk is... we have a Diplomacy 4. There is a red die available. So we could do this for Diplomacy 4. Sulu is a 7. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. So that would be a 4. In order to get a 7, I'd have to go... Ugh. I hate losing these long-range attack 3s because those are very powerful cards. But I'm going to go ahead and turn these sideways, 5, 6, 7. So 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to get Sulu. And then the red die needs to be rolled. And it's a red again. So Kirk now has Chekhov and Sulu, and they're both ready. And if they're ever used, I'm just going to do it that way. When I have more table space, I like to put it above and below, but we're going to go ahead and do it that way. And then he has 1 card left in his hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, the Class M planet has paid off quite well. And yep, he can move. He's going to be able to do all kinds of stuff next turn. All right, so we'll just put that there. Okay, after Kirk is Picard, who has probably the most precarious position of them all. We do have a lot of diplomacy. Do I dare to do an away mission? I feel like I should. He could possibly get injured, but we have the heal card in our hand, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the away mission. Picard really needs to start hiring some crew members, and the pickings getting slim. But we're going to do this yellow planet right here, and it is 2 encounters. Uh-oh, this is going to be tough. So I have to encounter a green planet and, oh my gosh, that's a Borg sphere. Oh, okay, so Borg sphere and green planet. Now, the Borg sphere is a space battle, and you do that first, and then you do an away mission, okay? I forgot to mention that. It's actually in the rules. It's even on the card. It sounds confusing at first, but it says, you know, draw enemies depicted. Fight all enemy ships first, okay? So the Borg sphere is a ship. It's not on the planet. So this would be the away mission. This is the actual battle. So this is going to be a tough battle, though. All right, so I need 10 shields, and he has the biogenics, and I need 9 damage to take him down. I'm in trouble. 5. I'm definitely going to need this just to repair. I don't have any way to take out that Borg ship. Oh my gosh. What a stupid move. I had a long-range attack 3. I could have taken out... I'm going to take a lot of wounds here. Actually, I'm going to take 4. I cannot come up with 9 damage. Let's think about it. I can come up with 3. Can turn that sideways for 4. Even if I need this, well, you know what? I can draw cards. I think I'm going to have to draw cards. All right, so I'm going to play a yellow crystal to draw 2 cards. Or yellow die. So let's draw 2 cards and hope to bloody hell. Well, actually, yeah. The more time is it was on top of my deck, remember? So every card I play sideways, I can shuffle back into my deck and it counts as a +2. The problem is I need a yellow crystal. I don't have that. I can draw 3 cards and then shuffle any 3 back into the deck. So I could, you know, for example, move stuff that I don't want to play. So I have a red crystal. I can make this a long range attack 3. But then I can't do that because I need a red crystal for that. So I can make this a long range attack 3. This would be 4, 5, 6. And then I can draw 3 cards, but I have to shuffle 3 cards back. So I'm not gonna get 3 more cards. I'm just gonna be able to possibly switch which cards I'm using. Screw this. That did not help me. And this was the card I needed to repair my ship. And I got rid of the only card that repaired my ship. Picard's just having an awful game. 4, 5, 6. I would have to spend every card I have to get to 9. And it would beat him. But then I need to still defeat that, which I can't do. Although I do have this for +2. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can defeat it. I just have to use... Oh my gosh, I can do this. All right. So first things first. Where's the token? Nope, that's not the token. Right there. He's doing 5 damage to me. So my armor is 3, so I'm taking 2 damage in my hand. Okay? But because he has the biogenics by L. Ron Hubbard, I'm taking 2 more damage, and it goes into my discard pile, like that. Okay? That's the first thing. So then we're going to play the red crystal here for 3 damage. Long range attack, but it's just normal attack in this case. This gives me 2 more for 5 damage. Okay? Turn sideways for 6. This one normal for 7, 8. And this one sideways for 9. Okay? So all those killed him, and I am going to get that 7 experience, even if I can't defeat this. So I'm going to go ahead and re-roll this. And just discard everything that I played so far. All right, so now I got to go on an away mission for this, and I will. The only trouble is I can't play my red crystal because I don't have one anymore. That hurts, okay, the red crystal thing. But I still at least have this diplomacy, but again, I don't have a red crystal. So I'm probably going to lose, and my captain's going to get damaged pretty hard. But I have no choice. I got to move on to the next phase, and defeating the Borg cube is fine. And yeah, I need 8 diplomacy for this one, or I have to be able to absorb 4 damage, and my captain can't absorb 4 damage. By the way, my captain did not go on this. I'm going to lose the 2 reputation because I don't want my captain to get damaged. All I had was my cards to play. So I do, on an away mission, get 2 diplomacy. So I have 2 of the 8, but I would need 6 more. That gives me 2 more for 4, but then this would have given me more than enough, but I don't have the crystals. I had to spend that red crystal earlier. So I'm just not going to play the cards. I do take the 2 reputation hit because my entire away team got killed. And this, I think it gets shuffled back in. Let me find out. Oh, it can be encountered later. So it will stay on. I at least defeated the board cube. So that stays on, and I at least get 7 experience. I took a lot of damage. I also lost 2 rep, which sucks. But the 7 experience will be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, close to a level up. But yeah, I have 4 cards in my hand. 2 of them are wounds. And I get improvise. So again, Picard's in a bind. All right, next, Klingons. All right, I think our plan was, so we moved here, we actually get to reveal this. So you can see it's got the biogenics, but it's just a straight up 5 attack. I think our plan is we're gonna take him down. We do have a diplomacy card, but we have all these attack cards. So, and then we have him. So I would need 5 damage. And 2. This gives me a shield of 2. It's not quite enough, but it would. I can make a shield more, another shield of 2. I can make an attack 4, photon torpedo attack 3, shields 4, photon torpedo shields 3, or long range attack of 3. I would need 5 long range, and right there is another long range. But can I really get, I do have a red crystal in my inventory. I just need a yellow. There is a yellow. So I could play both of these cards and defeat him with long range attack. So I'm going to do that. So these cards are going back into his hand. We're going to play these 2, the bottom half of both. I'm sorry. Yes, I need the bottom half of both to get a long range attack of 6. His skill is that if there was any resistances, he would have been able to reduce it, but there weren't any. So, okay, so how am I pulling this off? Well, he has a red crystal in his possession. So we're going to take the red crystal for that long range attack of 3, and we're just going to take the yellow die, and I'm going to go ahead and just roll and put it back. All right, so these 2 cards go in his discard, and he wins. So he gets 4 experience. He does lose 1 reputation because he just assaulted a starbase. So that goes down by 1. He gets 4 experience. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He's 1 away from, all he has to do is explore a tile or something. But he does move into the starbase, and he can recruit from there as well if he needs to. Next turn, does he get anything for, I think, well, this is a Dominion one. He gets an undiscovered card as his reward. So that's pretty good, actually. So let's put his token out. He was able to take the location, so his token's on there to show that he controls it. And he gets one of these. So we have, during the long range attack phase, double all your long range attack values. That's actually quite good, especially for him. Same as the basic effect, except the long range attack phase, each of your normal is also considered a photon or torpedo. That's actually quite good. Target enemy does not attack, always good. Diplomacy 3 or Diplomacy 5. He's a Klingon. Does a Klingon really need diplomacy? He needs long range attack double. That's what a Klingon needs. All right, so he's gonna, although he is gonna recruit next round. Yeah, he's gonna take the attack card. So 1, 2, 3 cards in his hand. This, of course, is gonna be the 4th because it goes on top of his deck. And then the 5th one is the heal card. So, not necessarily what he needed for diplomacy purposes, but it's going to have to work. Okay, next up is con. I was trying to figure out what it's the P quad. Reroll a gold. There is no gold, so he's going to reroll a white instead. That sucks. And then he's going to move forward right. So forward right for him is there. And then we got to reroll a white. Now it's a gold. And that's it for his turn. Next is Cisco. All right, so Cisco's situation is he's also next to the Class M planet. He has hired everybody he needs to hire. He's either going to attack this or do an away mission or reveal a tile. And I think he for sure wants to reveal a tile. Yeah, he's got all these move cards. He does have some nice attack. This one being a 2 attack against a phaser resistant guy, but that's all it does. He does get +2 more because of his skill. So that would make it 4, but he needs to get to 10. This long range attack's not going to help. He could do an away mission. Yeah, he could. He can make it so they don't attack him. It doesn't do much else. All right, so he's going to do this. Move 2 to reveal the tile. He'll get an experience point. And then we're going to decide maybe he's going to do an away mission on that planet. So we're going to do this first. And I'm going to just put his cards down. And let's not forget to give him his experience point, which is right here. So he gets 1. And we're going to grab a tile. I was going to say, if this is another Class M planet, I was going to scream. But we got this revealed. All right, so there's an outpost for recruiting purposes, a crystal place for research, and then another starbase. So it's pretty empty quadrant. And yeah, we're going to go do an away mission here. So let's do this. I'm sending everybody. And he needs 7 diplomacy if he wants to win it that way. So let's see what he can do. Otherwise, it's 6 long attack or he's taking damage with his away team. I can get a long range attack of 3, but that's it. So 7 diplomacy though. And I can make it a long range attack of 4 with that, but that's not enough. He needs 6 long range attack. All right, so if he uses Riker gives him a diplomacy of 4. This one doesn't give him anything. So we're gonna take the diplomacy of 4 and then just turn 3 cards sideways. So we're gonna use this move card for 4, this one for 5, and this one for 6. I'm thinking I want to hold on to that for now. Or you know what? I'm going to hold on to the move card. I'm going to turn these 3 sideways. So 4, 5, 6, and boom. We got the 7. Or 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we have 7 diplomacy. Diplomacy wins without needing to take wounds. Long range attack is the only thing that wins without needing. Otherwise, you got to wound your away team. It can be pretty rough sometimes, but in this case, we're fine. We get 4 experience for Cisco, and we defeated this type of planet. And I got to look up what the reward is again. I think it's crystals, which he's not going to complain about getting some crystals. He actually has 2. So what did we say that was? 4. Yep. And so he just got 1, 2, 3, 4, and it was just enough to level him up, which is great. And let's not forget the Class L. Yep, he's getting 2 crystals. So let's grab Khan's die. Crystal 1 is his choice, and Crystal 2 is gold. So So we're going to take the gold, and he's going to take a red. Like that. All right, so put that back over there. All right, we took all that. Oh, he's got to level up now. So here's his 2 skills. This one has something to do with a wound card. And let's look these up. So the first one is resilience. Once per turn, discard 1 damage card from your hand. If you do, draw a card. Cannot be used during combat. Okay, the next one, this is your classic draw 2 cards. And if you have the least experience, gain a gold data token. I don't really care for either of those. Somebody else took his good skill. So he might actually... I just don't like the draw 2 card skill. So I think he's going to take this one, which is a Picard skill, but it lets him, like when he uses his crew, they get bonuses to their attack and whatnot, and defense. That's a really good one. The other one I was considering was this one, which would let him use 2 abilities at once, but then get -1. His reputation's already quite low. I'm going to go with that one. Now, by taking that, though, he's required to take the lowest skill, which is a move and repair, and there's nothing wrong with that. So that's 2, and then he's going to draw 3 cards, 3, 4, and 5. So that is his hand, and then these are going to shift down. All right, so that was Cisco, and he did level up. He's doing well. Now it's the sisters. Okay, the sisters need to move to help Picard recruit, and Picard is in a world of hurt. So let's see what the sisters can do. There's planets to go to, and there's tiles to explore. They have the move points. They got some attacks. They got some long-range attacks, but they would need red crystals. They don't have them. They can get a blue and a red, but I don't know if that's enough to win. And they do have 2 crew members that can go on away missions, and one of them will give a diplomacy of 4. So we're going to go ahead and do a move 2, like this. So I'm going to go ahead and discard that, and she's going... or they, it's not just a she, they're going to move here. So we can do the green one, which will give them an advanced, like a undiscovered, and then this one just has some really good rewards. I think we're going to do the green one, because that one can be done over and over again, and it's also easier. So let's do this one. She's sending everybody she's got along, and I need 9 diplomacy or 4 long-range attack. And she's a Romulan, so she's doing 4 long-range attack. And she's going to use her ability to get a blue crystal and a red token. The red token will be used to get long-range attack of 4, and then the blue crystal is just going to go into her inventory. She's doing that to help... I know we just said that she doesn't want to help anybody, but she's going to help Kirk because Kirk needs the red dye, and it's a good time to use it. So she wins. So she's going to get 5 experience points for that, and then I believe, if I remember correctly, she's going to get an undiscovered card. So just making sure. Yes. That's exactly what's happening. So let's give her 5 points first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She levels up. And let's get her undiscovered card quickly. So target enemy does not attack. This is the one that's going to go away if nobody takes it. Diplomacies, which, I mean, she could use diplomacy, there's no doubt. Gain 2 data tokens of any colors of your choice. But she has to spend a gold. I don't know, I mean, it's not a bad one. It's definitely thematic with what she's doing. Yeah, we'll take this one. So, Space Probe. And that puts her up to 4 cards. And she's drawing a 5th one. But that 5th one's going to be one of these. So, let's level her up first. What is she? She's red. So she's getting these 2. And, oh, we got some really good ones here. So this is a 1 time per round, but it's a +4 diplomacy for recruiting, +5 if you're on an away team, or more crystals. And this is a really difficult choice. I think I'm going to take the diplomacy one, though, especially since I didn't take the diplomacy card. I really love this one, and we may come back and take it later, or someone else might swipe it from her. But we're going to do this one, because the diplomacy is always good. Okay, so then, with that said, she gets to take any of these, and there's a diplomacy card she can take. But she's going to do Picard maneuver, and that's going into her hand. All right, so these are sliding down. The new one is all enemies. This is the one I really like. That's a super good one. Okay, that finishes up the turn order. Now it's back to Kirk. Kirk is sitting here beside this Class M planet. He's already fully recruited. We need to get out of Dodge and start wrecking some stuff. So that, or he needs to kill that 10 phaser resistant guy, and that's going to be a really tall order because he doesn't have any non-phaser attacks. So he would need 20 damage, and then he's going to take damage of his own. Not a good plan. He can definitely add 4 attack there. He can add a +3 attack there. I mean, there is a purple die available, so I can get an attack 6. And let's say I discarded this one, that would be an attack 6. This would be 8. That'd be 10. And 11, 12, 13. And 4 is 17. It's still not even enough to get to 20. The only way to defeat that guy is you really need to have non-phaser attack. You have to have the proton torpedoes or, something. That's not. Otherwise, so basically we got to leave that guy alone, and let's move on to the next one. So, with that being said, I need a lot of move points. So, to move over a planet is 3. To move through Cisco is just fair price. So it would be 2, 4, 6 would get me to a crystal. And I like that idea because then I can reveal a tile, and that would need 8 to reveal a tile. So let's see if I can get a move 4 out of this, possibly. I can get a big move if I use him. But I have another move card here. But see, that would only get me to 6. So, oh, I got it. I'm solved it. I'm going to use Sulu. Move 5. I guess that works. We'll turn it over. So move 5 for Sulu. And then I'm going to use, let's see, we have a blue or a gold. Which one should I use? I'm going to use the gold. So that's 4 more for 9. Okay, so I'm going to discard this. And let's re-roll the gold. It's a white. So we got 9. So 2, 4, 6, 8, which would give Kirk an experience point. And I still have this left, but we're not going to use it yet. And yeah, we use Sulu to get to move 5. What are we going to get? Boy, we're not getting those Class M planets, are we? But we did get a Dominion. So this comes out like so. We are going to get an enemy right next to us. And That goes there like that, and then that's just an outpost. So I think I want to try to take this on if I can. The problem is I am going to have to take some damage, and it's biogenic from L. Ron Hubbard. So, although I only need to have 3 shields to block it, I can get 2 shields out of that and 2 shields out of that. So, and if I discard this card along with this one, I already used a die, dang it. But I can still get 4 attack out of this. And I'm going to use this for 4 shields. So I'm going to turn that sideways. And this is not just 4 attack, because I get to add 3 to any attack. So it's 7. And I get to do that every turn. This is an awesome, awesome skill. So I don't, yeah, that's going to be 7 attack right there. And I blocked him, and I blocked him and I killed him. I did spend all my cards, but that's okay. I'm all right with that. And I get 3 more experience plus 1 reputation. All right, so he's green. 1, 2, 3. And then his reputation is going to move up like so. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His whole, he no longer has any cards in his deck. He is drawing them all. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so he's got an attack. He's got an ability to get crystals. And then now, see, this card right here is what he needs to destroy that guy that he was next to. And then a repair card, too little, too late. So we'll have to see what we can do there. I might be able to take that Dominion Starbase with him and then just end my round there. But Kirk is doing fine. So he's over. Now it's Picard's next. Okay, so Picard, as you know, has the wounds. We have the diplomacy. Normally I would discard another card and discard this, but the rules now clarified I can't do that. So I don't have the ability to move to the outpost to recruit. But what I am going to do is I'm going to use my diplomacy, and we're going to finish this guy off. So remember, I always get a +2 from this. My captain's going to go. I'm going to get a 5 from this, and that makes it 7. And I'm just going to turn or use this for 9. Okay, so I'm going to defeat this. And the reason I'm doing this is because that yellow planet is just worth taking. I mean, I already destroyed the Borg cube or Borg sphere, which was the hardest part of the battle. So I'm going to get 4 experience for this, and then I'm going to, per the yellow planet, I'm going to get 2 of those advanced skill cards, and that's the big thing I'm shooting for here. So let's get the 4 experience first, and 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, this is crazy. I can hire 3 guys, and I have yet to hire a single one. But it's done. We at least got that. I got to get to a Class M planet, folks. I need to heal. I need to hire. There's so much stuff I need to do, and there's just nothing in the way here. But so I played this, so I got to use a red die. I am going to get a reputation +2. And then, of course, I played that as well. So this is the red die that I used. I now have a gold, and I'm going to get my 2 reputation back that I had originally lost when my away team got killed, and we're back in business. Now I get 2 of these. So obviously the diplomacy one is awesome, but there's such a thing as having too much diplomacy. This is an interesting one. After placing your away team token on a class LK planet, draw 1 extra planet token and choose which one to encounter. So that is actually super powerful, but you need a red and a black. Not easy to do. And then you get 7 diplomacy during that mission, which is an automatic win in most cases, especially when you have this on top of it. you may use the ability one crew member in the offer this turn as if it were one of your recruits. You cannot assign the crew member to an away team. So like, for example, I can use one of the crew members to heal, for example, if a crew member heals, and that would be one of these ones out here, right? I could use one of those, is what it's trying to say. And then I could recruit one for free if I have a red and a black. If you're at your command limit, you must discharge one first. That's awesome. I need a red crystal somehow, a red data token, so I can draw a black from the pool. I don't have the ability to get one because I'm only going to be able to draw 2 cards. And the 2 cards I'm going to draw are going to be these cards that I take. So I'm going to take both of these cards. And unfortunately, that's going to clog up my hand now because my hand is at 5. So I may have to spend a turn to just get rid of these two here. So here's the next one, Full Impulse. And then the next one, Cheat Death. Discard any number of damage cards from your hand and then draw new cards to replace them, or repair 3. So that would have been actually sort of nice given my situation. And Picard, once again, is sitting on all these cards in his deck that he hasn't used. Meanwhile, there's other players like Kirk who's completely out of cards. It's crazy how this is turning out. But I'm not like... The Picard thing is the only thing that's driving me nuts. Everybody else is, I think, playing well. But here's the thing. Picard's the highest level guy. I mean, he's not doing awful. It's just... this is the most bizarre play of him, though. Okay, so who's after Picard? It is Klingon time. All right, so the Klingons are sitting on a Dominion starbase, and I think they can actually recruit somebody. They haven't recruited anybody. They're just like Picard. This is a regular outpost. That can be recruited at a Dominion starbase, and he's Klingon, so that's thematic. And he's pretty good, actually. He needs 5 diplomacy. So let's see what we can come up with. We got a heal, attack, a move, and there we go, diplomacy. So I can come up with a red diplomacy and just take a reputation loss. I'll do that. And I'm just going to take a card or a die. There's a white die here, and it's white again. So move his diplomacy down. So they're both sitting at -1, Cisco and the Klingons. And we get Kern. Now Kern is going to be the first recruit that he gets, and he has room for 1 more. And then of course he has that skill, which isn't even his skill. That's funny. I forgot about that. We leveled him up and didn't take either of his skills. Then Yellow has... Oh, because Yellow didn't take one of his skills. Interesting. All right. So he's staying where he is. He recruited. That's his turn. And what's his hand? Where did his cards go? I did something with his cards. Where did they go? That's not it. Here they are. Okay, so he's got 4 cards in his hand. He's going to draw 1, and he got a move card. He needs just 1 experience point, by the way, folks, to level up. So we might get him in a position to do that. He's actually at the lowest. And Khan is next. So he's got the pet. Now, we've recruited a lot of people, so there's a chance he may not get a pet. So let's find out. I rolled a black. And the black, ladies and gentlemen, is empty. That's the black right there, is next to Wesley. So we recruited the black, and so he doesn't get diddly. And He only moves one space if the cube was destroyed. So that was a free turn for us. I'm all for that. Okay, so after Khan is Cisco. Cisco is sitting next to the phaser resistant guy. Cisco has already hired everybody there is to hire, so he needs to move and get positioned to do something else. So we do have a long range attack. We don't have enough to take on that guy, but we could. See, Khan's like way down here. So what I think I want to do is I want to spend 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then see if I can get that explored. I don't know if I have that many, but if I discard another card, I get 5 just from that alone. This is a move and repair, which Cisco doesn't need to repair. And this is a move and attack. So that would be a move 4. Well, hold on. That's assuming I do the bottom. He has all kinds of crystals. So he could play crystals at the yin-yang if he wanted. There is a gold die. There's a purple die available. So we're going to take the purple die because that's always a hard one to spend. So we're going to do improvise and get move 5 out of that. And I'm going to discard this one along with it. And then I have these two here. So that by itself is a move of 5. So if I did that, that would be 3, 4, 5, like that. So my thoughts are is I could either explore this or maybe I want to attack this. So let's get a move 2 to get here. And I'm gonna do the option where I'm gonna assume that I'm going to attack something. So I want to do move 4. Okay? So I'm going to do a move 4, which is the bottom one, and it adds +2 to my first attack card of any type, +4 to shields. It's whichever one I play first. So I'm going to play this from his inventory and get a move 4. So I'm going to move 2. We're going to reveal this and reveal that. So let's reveal this first. That's a phaser resistant, so I would need an attack of 6, and then this means I need shields of 10 to block him. So we could possibly take damage if I attack him, but I think I'm going to do that. But we get to reveal the tile first, and that's Cisco, so he's going to get 1 experience point, like that. And come on, Class M. Come on, Class M. You know you exist. You know you're out there. Big bucks, big bucks, big bucks. No whammies. Yeah, finally. There had to be another one, for God's sakes. And look at that. It's putting up right next to Picard. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This is preventing us from moving out into that territory, but that's fine. So I gave him his experience point. Oh, yeah. Because of the Class M, another one of these is going to be added into the offer. And Green Planet and this guy. Pretty average, just 2 experience points, but you get a rep boost. And I still have, I don't have any movement points left, but I think I want to take on that guy. Let me make sure I have the cards to do it. I can repair later when I take damage. I only have a long range attack of 3, but I'm going to get to add +2 to that, which makes it a 5. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do it. So we're going to attack this guy here, which needs a 6. So you may think, oh crap, I need 1 more, but guess what? He has this skill, and that bottom part there says +1 to long range attack. So he's going to get 6, and he didn't even have to use his guy. So we're gonna be able to kill him before he even does any damage to us. So that's sweet daddy. I do need to use a red crystal, which he also has. And this gets discarded. So he used 2 of his crystals to pull all this off, but that was worth it. And these are all going into his discard. He has 1 card left. He was expecting to have to do repairs. He's not even going to have to do that. And he's going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4. But let's grab his experience points first. Yeah, he's not leveling up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And his reputation does go down by 1 because he invaded a base. But he now has a Dominion Star base. His reputation goes to -1. It's already at -1, but it's further down. Cisco's a really badass. What do we get for taking a Dominion base? I think 1 random data crystal is our reward. Yeah, so oh, that's a starship. Hold on. You get a data crystal for defeating a starship. I keep forgetting to do that, by the way, folks. So that was awful. This one, you gain an undiscovered card. That's sweet. And then you can buy undiscovered cards for 7 diplomacy plus a black data. Okay, so he's going to get one of these. Should he take this one? Target enemy does not attack this combat. I mean, that's going to be helpful in the final battles. Or the move cost of empty space is reduced by 1. I mean, that's nice. I think this one might be nicer. So we're going to go ahead and take that. He's going to draw that into his hand. So he now has 2 cards. And then these are the 3 he's drawing. 1, 2, 3, all yellow, all attack. So Cisco had a pretty decent turn. All right, now it's the sisters. What are the sisters doing? They are on empty space. So they can take on the yellow or they can move up to the M-class planet. The sisters have hired everybody they need to hire. The yellow is going to be a little bit risky, but they're going to do it. They're going to take on this yellow. So let's see what we get. All right, they need 3 data crystals. And if they get them, they're going to get 2... What is that? What the heck is that? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at it upside down. Oh, it's so funny. I thought, okay, you need to hand in 3 data crystals and you'll get these 2 things. Look at the arrow, Jeff. Look at the arrow. Turn it around. I have to fight 2 green guys and I get 3 data crystals if I win. All right, so let's draw 2. All right, we got a 4-3 and a 5-3. All right. This one's got the biogenics. So let's see what we can do. We do have some long range attack. Data can do an attack or shields 3, and then Nivek can do an attack of 2. So remember, the sisters have 2 minions that can help them. We got a long range attack 3, which is not enough. I need ability to add a +1 to that. This gives me 2 tokens of any type. And right here, target enemy gains attack and defense -1 for the rest of the turn, or -2. So I think what I want to do, gain 2 tokens of any colors of your choice. I have to spend a yellow to do it, but why not? Then I get 2 tokens. And I would love if they had a yellow in their inventory, we could have gained 3, but that's not the case here. So I'm going to do the yellow to get 2 tokens. And then I'm going to go ahead and get a red one. So I can do attack and defense of -2, and then another red one for a long range attack of 3. And so I'm just going to put those together. That kills this one, the biogenics guy. So we reduced his defense by 2, and then a long range attack of 3 is enough to kill it. So he's gone. And then I still have this one with 4 and then that 3. So I'm going to use Data. Data has a block of 3 on his ability. So let me show you real quick. Attack or shields 3. So we're going to use shields 3. Okay. And Data's used. So we're going to block this guy. So he does no damage to us. And then we just need to do 4 damage to him and we win. And then you can see attack 2, attack 2. So there's 4 damage, we win. So the sisters have killed both of them. I'm gonna re-roll that die. We get a nice white one out there. That's good. These cards are all going into their discard pile. Also good. We get 3 crystals, a yellow, blue, and red. Okay, so this is the planet. Yellow, blue, and red all goes to her pile, like so. Sort of wish Picard got this battle. And then she gets 5 experience points. She does not get the reputation because these weren't out in space. If it's all part of like a planetary draw or even like a con or whatever, you don't get the reputation boost. But she does get 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not enough to level up, but that was a good move along the track. And what else? We still have Nivek. I think that's it. Now she just draws her hand size, which is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll look at them later. Don't need to look at them now. I'll forget what she has anyways. So she's done. Okay, and then we're at the end of the phase, so now we go back to Kirk, who has no cards to draw, but he still has cards in his hand. And Kirk is sitting right there on a red crystal, which I forgot to take. So we're going to put a red crystal in his inventory. And I think Kirk wants to keep getting red crystals, to be quite honest. So what can we do? We can do this. We can pay something to get a crystal into our inventory. Or we can use a blue to just get any crystal we want. I'm okay with... I'm going to pay a yellow to get a yellow. Okay, so I'm just going to play that one card. And you can see here, this is the yellow I'm paying. And we're going to just get a yellow crystal. Goes in his inventory, and since he's ending his turn there, he gets another red crystal from the research station. And yeah, we're not doing much, but Kirk doesn't have much to do. I mean, he's down to 4 cards. We're letting everybody else take a turn, especially Picard. You know, basically to get more exploration in. Khan's not steamrolling. He's not ahead of us. We're okay. So Kirk's not in a hurry to end the round. So that's what we're doing there. And then he's getting Gangbusters crystals. And then this one here can give him a move too. So we can get positioned however we like before this round's over. Okay. So now it is Picard. And Picard's got lots of choices here. We have some nice diplomacy. We got the ability of a crew member. We can move, right, with this. And then, of course, we have these 2 wounds that we would like to discard so we can draw more. But let's see if any of the crew members can heal. I'm just going to look off camera here. No, they don't. So I think what we're going to do then is we're going to just do a move 3 and discard the Call to Arms card, which I don't need at the moment. Although recruit any 1 crew member from the crew offer for free is pretty awesome. I need a red crystal though. How do I get one? That's my dilemma. How do I get a red crystal? Because I also need a black, and the black's available. I can pull that from the kitty, but I need a red crystal in my inventory. I just don't have it. You know what I need to do is, nope, that's not even available either. This is sweet, and I don't know if I want to. So if I do an emergency repair, I can discard these, but I also have to discard a non-wound. And that's something I got wrong in Mage Knight. If you guys watched my Mage Knight, somebody corrected me on that, and I do thank them for that. I have to do this. I can recruit later, and I will, but I got to do the move 3 and discard this with it. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to recruit from the Class M planet. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Oh crap, there's nobody at a Class M planet. There's nobody that I can recruit from a Class M planet. So that doesn't do me any good. Getting to a Class M planet does not help me. Wow. I don't think I can use a white as a purple. We don't even have a purple available. Wow. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to do an emergency repair. I have to. So I'm just going to stay there. I'm going to do an emergency repair to get rid of these two. Oh, you know, no. I'm going to move to the Class M planet, just like I originally planned. I'm not going to get to recruit anybody, but here, I can use Diplomacy 3 during an interaction. See that? And we're going to repair. This costs 4 to repair. So I'm going to repair both of those for 4. And the reason I get one more is because, see, I get a +1 because of my influence there. And that's also not counting the +3 from this. So I was able to repair with the Class M. And now the question is can I repair from my discard pile? Let's find out. You can buy 1 point of repair or heal for 2 diplomacy here. I don't think that counts for a discard pile. I got to go to a dry dock for the discard pile. Oh, I was on a dry dock. Look at that. I was on a dry dock for several turns. Oh. I'm sitting here complaining about him so much. Let me go back. We got to retcon this some more. Okay, so why am I getting angry at myself? I was sitting on a dry dock this entire time. That's the first reason. The dry dock at the end of your turn it repairs you by 1 space. It's not a repair, but it removes 1 damage. And you can see it here. Remove 1 damage card, but more importantly, you get a white data token. A white data token is any type of data you need. Okay, so let me just make this more simple. My wounds would be healed because I've been there for 2 turns. Because remember, I attacked this yellow planet twice, 2 turns in a row, and the first time I took the damage. Well, then at the end of the turn, I would have healed 1. And then I finished it off, and then at the end of the turn, I would have healed another 1. So what I'm going to do is I had these 3 cards plus the 2 damage. I'm going to just draw 2 more cards because that's what my real hand size would have been. Now the other thing is because I'm at a dry dock, I start my turn with a white data token. This is the red that I was looking for. Okay, so remember I was always saying, man, I wish I had a red. That is the red I was looking for. So what I can do now is I can take the black die from the pool and I can recruit any one crew member from the crew for free. And boom, I can get somebody. So who's the most expensive one out there? It's actually a Klingon lieutenant, but I'm going to take the Federation officer. So I got the Federation officer, and we're finally cooking with bacon here because I now have somebody who can help me, and he gives me diplomacy, he gives me move, he gives me attack and shields, and I was able to do that with just one card. And so that token goes away, and I'm going to re-roll, and this card goes in my discard pile. So I still have all this other stuff, of course, in my hand. Take one data die, set it to any color except for white. Yeah, I'm not doing any of those. And I get to draw one more. Okay, so that's my hand size. And then now because I'm at a dry dock, I can take something from my discard pile. See, I have these two in my discard pile. I get to remove that. So if I stay there for 2 more turns, I can truly win. Or I'm sorry, not win, but get rid of all my my stuff. And then what I could also do is I still have the ability to attack this guy, but if I do, I wouldn't be at the dry dock anymore, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm just staying where I am and getting rid of my wounds, and I was able to flat out recruit somebody without actually going to a recruitment place. Now that Class M planet is, I think that's where I want to be before the round ends. But my apologies there. I sometimes, because like if you look at the board, I can't, it's even clear, but I can't see that dry dock underneath. So all I see is this right over top of it. And because you're playing a 5-player game, this is the drawback. When you're trying to play 5 players as a solo, that's how you lose. You just forget about stuff like that. So please accept my apologies. I'm at an hour and a half. So I'm at my limit, so I'm going to go ahead and end, and it will be the Klingon turn when we return. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy, stay safe, and stay awesome.